Hey folks, Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. I wanted to talk to you today about a household brand, but first, of course, anything I share with you is for information and educational purposes only. While applicable to the live market, please do not take anything as live financial advice. It is certainly not. So I imagine most of you are probably watching this on a device that was perhaps made by a company called Mac or Apple. And if you are, or if you aren't, you probably own one or have touched one at some point in your life. So it's a very actively traded stock. It's something you can trade obviously to the long term. It's something you can also day trade to the short term. So I wanted to show this shorting opportunity to you on a day trading time frame. This is a simple 6-minute chart, nothing super fancy. But if we look to the top left of the chart, we see a huge bearish engulfing bar. So if we look to the bottom for just a moment of the chart, you will see that the absolute most amount of volume presented over this period of time, which is over several days or a week or so worth of trading, this was where the highest amount of volume stepped in, the highest amount of selling volume. So what does this tell us? Very simply, volume leads price action. So where I have that arrow placed, where you have that red, what we call a red top, that big bearish engulfing bar, and you can see straight down to the bottom under the Hawkeye volume that you could see that that is where the most selling activity has occurred. There's a reason that the chart travels from the top left to the bottom right, and that is because we entered at least a short-term correction or downturn. So when this took place, we knew that over the next several days or however long, until we saw an obvious sign of reversal, the likeliness was that this price was going to continue to, in fact, sell off. And sure enough, it did. Probably had a nearly $10 move to the downside, and maybe you didn't catch all of it, but it did give you two signals. If you were long, it was time to take your profit. And if you were short, you knew you were in the right direction. So that's the benefit to having and understanding volume-based software. These indicators tell you what is going to happen before it actually happens. And this here is a prime example of how we can detect that when a reversal's coming, that it transpires over a period of time. So the sellers clearly stepped in here, and for days to follow, they continued to hold control of the stock Apple. So I want to share it with you guys because it was obvious, it was apparent, it was easy to see. Volume simply preceded price action, and this is how we know when the market is going to turn and which direction it's going to turn in. So to wrap this up for today, this was a quote I found. I liked it. You sleep like you're rich. I'm up like I'm broke. Now, what does that mean? People ask me all the time, why do you work so much? Well, because the more I work, the luckier I get. And it's really not about luck. It's really about the more I work, the more consistently I am earning income. Whether it's in my business, in my trading, whatever project I'm working on. Guys, I get up at 5:30 every morning, 5:30 every morning, and I work until 10, 11 o'clock every night, pretty much Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sundays, in between doing personal things, I'm working, whether it's first thing in the morning when I get up, hours throughout the day, in the late hours in the evening, I'm continuing to work. Why? Not because I have to, I can afford not to, but because it greater amplifies my freedom and stability, because that extra income, that extra hustle, that extra money, gives me the opportunity to have that comfort that I'm looking for. It gives me the opportunity to be able to enjoy the life that I want to enjoy on my terms when I want to. And guys, don't get me wrong. When I decide I don't want to work, I can pack up and go away on vacation for days, weeks, months. It doesn't matter. It's a choice I can make whenever I want to make it, because I've afforded that choice. So, while people are out partying and out to dinner and spending money, buying fancy cars, and you go, oh, this guy's working around the clock. He's working around the clock because when he doesn't want to work, he doesn't have to. It gives you a lot of choices in life. It gives you the benefit to really control yourself, your destiny, your financial freedom. And that is something that most people aren't willing to make the sacrifice to get there. They rather go, I'll put it on a credit card and worrying about paying off later. I don't live like that. And I know a lot of people who also don't live like that. But I also do know a lot of people that do say, you know what? I'll buy the Mercedes because I can finance it. Well, if I want to buy the Mercedes, I want to write a check for it. There's a big difference when you look at life in that perspective. When people go to buy things, whether it's their home, their car, a boat, or whatever, a vacation, they look at the cost of the payments. They don't look at the actual cost to acquire. And when you look at a cost for payments, there is 99.9% of the time interest involved, which ends up costing you more at your final cost to acquire. So for me, if I'm going to do something in life, if I'm going to buy something in life, if I'm going to get something in life, or whatever it is that I obtain to do, if I can't write a check for it that day, I can't afford to own it. And if I can't write a check for it that day and it impact my lifestyle, the way I choose to live, I also can't afford to own it. So that is a different mindset than what most people have. Now they say, there's the 1% and the 99%. The difference of the 1% is the mindset. It's the discipline, it's the consistency, it's the thought process. The 1% worry about not today, not tomorrow. They worry about a decade from now. They worry about a century from now. They worry about their legacy from now, their family long after they're gone. Their thought process goes long beyond immediate satisfaction. Their thought process goes to longevity. And if you think like that, you can start to build a life like that. And that was my message for today. So guys, if you are working with us, of course, you know that volume leads price action. We are giving you the best indicators on the market. We are giving you all the support you could possibly need in order to, of course, be successful. If you are not working with us yet, I encourage you to check us out at HawkeyeTraders.com. Click the link below. Watch the Project V-Swarm webinar. I promise you it's well worth your time. It will elaborate on everything I share with you on a day-to-day basis. It will show you over and over and over again how volume precedes price action. And with this knowledge, these indicators, you too can partake in being successful and consistent and profitable when trading any market that exists out there. Guys, with that, once again, check out the link below, and I hope you have a great day.